You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
Warning: adult topics and content. You must be legal age of majority in your location to view. We are an educational, informative talk show, and our hosts may express their opinions passionately using explicit language. No offense is intended. Take a break and tune in for some great cannabis and psychedelic chit-chat. Learn what's going on in the cannabis industry, find out what's new on the review, and enjoy a laugh or two. Join us for today's Tokin Talk here on the Pace Radio Network with Reverend Cindy and Green Irene.
Hi. That disclaimer always makes me giggle.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Welcome to Tokin Talk for today. I have to lean in to see what my computer tells me the date is. May 8th, 2023. And we are here on paceradio.net, cbgtv.com, Boxnet, which you can find on your Roku and your
Smart TV.
That one. You can find us on Twitter and LinkedIn and YouTube and just all over the place. Just take a gander, look for Pace Radio, look for CBG. You will find us, I guarantee.
Yes. Just type in cbgtv.com and poof, we're there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Along with some other great programming as well. I mean, this is a really social chat kind of time, social sesh for lack of a better term. And we just chat about things. It's a token talk. It's a toke and talk. But a lot of the other programming we do as well is quite exciting. There's the Pace Radio News. It keeps you up to date on what's going on around the world. Now, Pace Radio News is psychedelics and cannabis education, right? And that's a couple of times a week. We've also got there's just all kinds of programming. Check out cbgtv.com. And for sure. I'm sure you'll find a few shows that you like.
Probably. There's quite a few. And we're a couple of different networks that have come together, and then we have other people that provide content. So you will see a lot, and there's quite a variety. Most everything is cannabis or natural medicine friendly. It started the network started all about cannabis. It was people advocating for cannabis education. News, we were called reefer reporters instead of Pace News reporters. And it's, we are of course evolving with the times and bringing psychedelics into play, and it's all about natural medicine, and it's pretty cool to be involved in this network.
I'm really kind of glad you said that, and that wasn't even planned, which is really sort of cool. As many of our, the people who follow us and join us here for this Tokin Talk know, I've been grieving recently for a whole lot of reasons. A lot of different things have happened in a very short period of time. But one of the books that I am reviewing right now is my brother's book called Our Mother Nature. And it's all about the natural food and medicine sources that are available in our backyard, in the bush, like go for a walk. And in here, I mean, he tells you, but there's no fluff. It's just blah, blah, blah. He said, like spearmint, for example. It's just, this is what's in it and this is what it's good for. We're not having a discussion about it. And so I'm back, as you can see. I'm healing, and Friday's show, Battle Strategies, here on Pace Radio Network, is a dedication to my brother. My brother didn't introduce me to cannabis, but he's the one who got me started using cannabis medicinally. Way back when I was sick and undiagnosed, but they were ready to pump me full of pharmaceuticals, I had finally agreed after 2 years of trying to battle shit on my own. And my brother got very upset about it. And Jim says, why wouldn't you just trust me? Why are you trusting the government and public service announcements? Like, just trust me, try it. And so he rolled me a couple of joints, and the very next muscle spasm that I experienced, which was, they were happening pretty frequently. It was like I took a couple of puffs and it was like instantly relieved. I mean, it's not that there wasn't pain, but I mean, it didn't tighten right up. It didn't put me into a drooling position. It was just amazing. Needless to say, I very quickly became a regular and frequent consumer of cannabis. I didn't know what I was doing then, and I only used it for pain, for assuaging the pain and complementing the pharmaceuticals that I was using. But after
let's rephrase that. You thought you were complementing the pharmaceuticals that you were using at the time. You
correct.
didn't realize yet that you were replacing them.
Yes. Well, see, it wasn't until I threw out the pharmaceuticals, and I literally did one day. If you follow my story at all, it tells the story that, basically it was just one day. I just said, no, I've had enough and I'd rather sign out. And so I threw out everything and I honestly expected that was the end. And it wasn't. And that was kind of freaky several days later. It was like, okay, now what? Now, as everybody knows, my partner was filling me up with cannabis. My tea was cannabis tea. My cream of wheat in the morning was cannabis infused. The cookies, the body wraps, the muslin was impregnated with the oil so that it would soak through my skin because I couldn't get in or out of a tub. So he would wrap that. Bath salts, bath oils. So I was using an entire cannabis spa strategy, as well as an edible strategy, as well as inhalation. And then, so honest to God, you want to hear a good one? You need a laugh. Do you guys need a laugh? I got one for you. Hello, Facebook user. I'm not sure who you are, but hello. When I started to get well again, and I knew that cannabis was in everything, I started thinking, wow. And I raced when I got to my next doctor's appointment. I couldn't wait to tell him what I had discovered.
We've all been there.
I thought I was the first one to stumble upon cannabis as a solution. I couldn't wait to tell him. And of course, I got, I hit a brick wall responsive wise, and he was not happy about me being off the pharmaceuticals. He was not happy about me having gone through the withdrawals that I went through over the course of 9 days. He was not happy about, a whole number of things. But I was pretty determined to stick with the cannabis, and Jimmy helped. He started collecting all kinds of different herbs and stuff and making different teas. I was able to reduce the high levels of toxicity in my body quite quickly, which helped to save my liver. So again, natural substances, it makes all the differences in the world.
I went, I had to go and find out who said hi to us. So I was listening to you, but I had to go searching as well. It was Doug Sikora. So, hey, Doug.
Hey, Doug. How are you?
I had to go find out. My curiosity would have killed me to wait. So,
yeah. Okay. So cheers, everybody. I am like well prepared. Okay. I have stayed nicely medicated. And cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not 7:10 yet.
It sounds like your brother had a very positive influence.
Mm-hmm.
He brought you something you really needed.
We were very, very close. He was very much my champion. Like it didn't matter. You know how when someone passes, we always think, okay, what can we do that would make them proud of us? And it didn't matter what I did. He was proud of me if I was writing, it was like, oh, my sister this, my sister that. When I was it didn't matter when I was painting rocks. Oh, you should see the rocks my sister's paint. Like, he was just my little, and he'd been like that from the day he was born. I mean, he was my best friend. I asked for him. I got him for Christmas. And I mean, I began trying to steal him. He was only a couple months old when I put my bed sheets under the cradle, dumped him out of the cradle, tried putting him in my pillowcase so we could go. And that never ended. That, we were very, very close. And he taught me a lot about growing. Because of him, I learned how to grow. And not because he taught me all his ways, but because he showed me his ways and a bunch of other people where he was inspired from, so that I could find my own way.
Yeah.
And so Friday, Battle Strategies, is all about, if you're going to get up, if you want to grow big in small spaces, tune in. It's the basics. And then, what else? So cleaning up, because it's par for the course. So cleaning up, and I come across all these tins. The divvy tins packaging, right? So my brother buys them for pre-rolls, but he's got stacks and stacks of them right beside the cricket machine, that crafty cricket machine. And so I said to his daughters, I said, I know Dad had something planned with these, because he wouldn't have done this if he didn't, right? And she says, yeah, it's for your jewelry, my jewelry pieces. So he had cleaned all the labeling off of them and was going to put my labeling on by repurposing them so that I could put my jewelry pieces inside. And it would be a nicer display and packaging for people, because then they could use the package after for their joints, right? He was just so clever and so supportive and so in every which way, It's going to be hard to go through days without him. I mean, I realize that it's part of life, and I understand the whole life and death thing and so on and so forth. But sometimes 50 years is not enough.
Yep.
We buried Papa. It was a beautiful burial. Beautiful story. As we all know, Papa died in the last X number of weeks as well. And we buried him recently, about a week ago. And the three youngest, so they would be his one is a great-grandchild, and then the other two are great-great-grandchildren. But they're all in the same age category, and they're playing around the grave spot while the adults are off on their section saying their goodbyes and stuff. And so I walk over, and the kids are going, yeah, and my papa did this. And the other one says, oh, well, you know what? So did my papa, and he did a blah, blah. So I joined in, and I said, well, guess what, guys? Your papa is my papa, is his papa, is his papa. It's everybody's. It's all of our papas, because we're all cousins. Well, the lights shone, and it's like ding, 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 connection. And that was so beautiful, because then here's this young generation. I'm talking 11, 8, and 7 years old, talking about this man's experiences. And I realized that we all transition into something new. And when we pass, those that are left behind, the stories we share, the tales that we tell, that affords that person to live on that much longer, just differently.
Yes. Yes, you are never truly dead until your name is no longer spoken aloud.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, every time I think of that, and I think of, my mother, Helen Ruth Howell, or my grandparents, whether it's Marjorie Prosper or Marjorie and Ed Howell, saying their names out loud and telling stories about how cool they were is what keeps them alive, right?
Yes.
And my grandparents, my dad's parents were pretty cool. They were Salvation Army ministers, but they weren't like like when you think of a minister, you think of somebody who's all about religion, and they weren't. They were all about helping people. They just
And
used the Salvation Army to do so.
we had a family. We knew a family in Niagara Falls, and they were like surrogates for us, for Jimmy and I, and my mom. They were very close and friendly. And yes, he was a minister, a pastor. And so there's a lot more to learn in those types of environments than just religion and the Bible. There's a sense of community. There's a sense of helping your neighbor. There's a sense of actually living according to the Ten Commandments, which, let's face it, no matter what you believe in, the Ten Commandments are pretty good human laws to live by.
Yeah.
You know?
That is true. So we keep telling our stories about our loved ones who are passed, because that's what keeps them here with us, and that's what keeps them in our hearts.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, I can't imagine Jimmy not in my heart. You know, he's a part of everything I do. And It was real, like I said, it was really hard to figure out what could I do to do him proud. And because everything I do makes him proud. You know what I mean? He was the perfect little brother. He was also, the little devious brother, like many are and stuff. There's almost 5 years difference between us. And, but, we had our life together. So that his daughters have asked me to do a painting for him for his celebration of life. And this is so far where we're at with it. Obviously not finished.
That's beautiful, Irene.
Thank you. I've never done anything that large before. So that's really, it's a first for me, but it has been very therapeutic.
Yeah. Yeah. And it'll be something that will connect you to him. Do you know what I mean?
Well, what the girls decide to do with it will be up to them, but yeah. We're putting that up instead of a portrait of him. You know how some people put up a large photo? The girls preferred to do this. So, very cool. And my son is healing wonderfully well. As you know, he was hospitalized with traumatic back injury the night before my brother was hospitalized for the burst aneurysm, which was 2 weeks after Papa passed. Okay. My son, however, was home X number of days later after the surgery. He's got full mobility back. He is, working on healing. The changes he can look forward to is that he will have a longer tailbone once the bones are done fusing, which takes about 3 months. He will have a longer tailbone. My statement to that was, I always said you were a little devil. Now you got the tail to prove it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So, Yeah. And like I said, back to work this week. So here I am tonight. Wednesday, I think the cannabis and creative visualizations, the meditation one, is probably going to be another rerun, simply because I've devoted so much time into doing this dedication one for Jim on Friday.
It takes precedent.
Right. So I think, Wednesday will be another rerun. But again, with meditations, it's easy to do the same one over and over and over again. And it's actually good because your mind can move into different fluid thoughts because you're familiar with what's next, So yeah. And then next week, everything will be new,
Yeah, it sounds like you're stepping back into it, like not all at once, which I think is a good idea.
Right? Yeah. There's been a lot of serious life my uncle passed while we were in the hospital. Yes. So again, rest in peace, Uncle Charlie. My aunt and my cousins are healing together, and but our family has been through a lot of trauma in a very short period of time.
Yes.
I'm not on drugs, no pharmaceuticals.
No
However, my weed buddy and me are really sticking together. And the meditation helps. The self-hypnosis helps. I've been actively using a lot of different NLP techniques to help maintain emotional regulation, that sort of thing.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good that you have all of these tools in your toolbox.
Right? And this is what, and that's why, like, I don't know if you know, I'm making the announcement, but me and Ashley have teamed up for battle strategies. So in addition to dedicating it to my brother, I'm announcing that Ashley and I have teamed up. So the following week,
Is this a permanent thing?
Yes. Yes. So it is a combination of all of the different therapies that her and I both know a fair bit about, quite a bit about, and we can share that with the audiences to help people get started on creating a battle strategy that they think is going to work for them, rather than abiding by one specific set of rules.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I think it's fantastic that you guys are working together. You know, I have sat and chatted with you, and I know how much you love and respect and are so proud of your daughter. And I have sat and chatted with her, and I know how much she loves and respects you, and she's so proud of her mom. So to see you guys coming together in a show, I'm just kind of like, yay! That'll be really beautiful. That's very happy news. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes. It's exciting. It's exciting. And one of the shows we're going to be doing in the near future, not right away, but is that creating battle strategies for healing or for being with a palliative parent or what have you, and some of the tools that you can apply to help get you through those times.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not easy stuff.
No.
Mom, it'll be 6 years in June, and it still feels like it was just yesterday. Some days, right? So it's a hard one to go through, losing somebody that you are so close to.
Yes, and grief is different and unique to each and every person. No one grieves right or wrong.
Yeah. Yep, it's unique. It is definitely unique.
But on to lighter, happier notes. All right, what's in that weed? I need something more cheery.
I am sitting here making keychains for my friend, Steve. And so this is what I have been doing. Oh, I wonder if it'll come into focus.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes. Very nice. Beautiful.
Your website. Yeah. So I have made now 87 of them.
Very cool. Wonderful.
Double-sided. So, and really, there's 110 of them that have all had the one side done, and then there's 87-ish of them that I'm just doing the second side now. And then I still have a bag full of other things to engrave for him. But it's fun. It's just a little tiny laser engraver. Like, I will put my mug beside it and show you all. It's not big at all.
Oh, very cool.
Like, right?
Right.
It's just a little thing.
Very cool. So it doesn't take up a whole bunch of room, or?
No, I mean, you can't do really, big things with it, but it's, it's fun to play around with. It's kind of neat to do like these little keychains. He's throwing them in orders as he's mailing it out. So
nice. Very nice. Perfect. Very Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So for the past week and a half, I've been sitting here just,
Keychain after keychain after keychain after one more keychain. I did that a couple of years ago for the Karma Cup for when I threw the swag bags in and stuff.
yeah.
And yeah, it was crazy because I handcrafted every single piece, every single unit. And there was one unit where I had, the 25 keychains all poured, and the freaking cat got up on the table, and the fur was everywhere because the dog charged the table. And then there was freaking resin absolutely everywhere, including in my hair. The following morning, I wake up and I'm stabbing myself, and I don't know why. And I look, and my hair is like hard as a rock, cast in resin, chopping it up. So yes, been there with the whole trying.
Well, I display mine very proudly in my office.
Oh, okay. Good.
I have one of your keychains that came in that didn't get ruined by animal hair.
Animal hair or Irene hair. Yeah. I'd never be able to commit a crime because I would leave DNA everywhere. I mean, I shed more than Wookie, And God, I miss Wookie. I've seen him once in the last 6 weeks.
Oh, he probably misses you too.
Well, I talked to him on the phone. Okay, yeah, I'm one of those people. Deal with it. But I call and I go, oh, Wookie. And so he'll come and he'll lay, they'll hold the phone over him, and he'll go and he'll lay underneath the phone where I'm talking to him. And I do the I love you. And he goes to sleep, curls up under the phone because he's got Mama's voice.
Aww.
Yeah.
Poor little guy.
He's my Wookie.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy has a cat, and I don't need it to be traumatized, right? So, and poor Sanibel, she's just been an absolute sweetheart. We all know that I'm allergic. But, so hives, itchy, sniffly, snuffly, fun. Most wonderful thing. Anyway, Sanibel has decided that she likes to curl up with me at night. And she's a long-haired cat, but she comes and she's all lovey, and she love me and touch me and pet me and let me know I'm loved, and so I do. And yeah, I need antihistamines.
What a sin.
I
said, what a sin.
It is what it is, right? And she's a beautiful cat, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it's too bad that you're allergic because she would probably be very comforting at the moment, right? If you could cuddle her, not die of it.
Well, I cuddle her anyway, but no, she's a very independent cat. Like, she likes her space and her time, and then she lets me know that it's dinner time. Like, it's between 4 and 4:30 now. It's hello, my dish is right here. And yeah, no, she's a wonderful cat. And but yeah, just the allergies and the long hair and stuff. My niece is obviously keeping her, and she, it's not like she's yeah, I'm sure she misses Jimmy, but she'll be good.
Yeah, she'll be looked after.
Yes.
Yeah, she'll be looked after for sure.
Very neat.
Well, I have had a pretty good few weeks while we've been apart. One of the things that happened to me is I bought a Westphalia.
A what? Sorry?
A VW Westphalia. So it's
VW.
Yeah. So I'm going to be telling you about it after the break. But I'm really excited to talk to certain people. You are one of them. But we shall do that after the break because it's perfect time for a break. And now you've got something to look forward to. When we come back, we are going to talk about something, well, I think it's really exciting. Everybody else may think it's whatever Sunday, but I think it's really exciting. And we're going to talk about the giveaways. Last week's giveaway, I've got the wheel ready to go, and I've got a giveaway to announce this week. So we will be back in just over 3 minutes here on Pace Radio Network and cbgtv.com, across the board, everywhere we stream. We'll be back in 3.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
Cannabis edibles are an effective way to manage pain and other ailments, especially when you deal with your trusted partner, Legacy 420, in Tyendinaga Mohawk territory. You see, we lab test every product on site to ensure proper dosage every time, which is critical when consuming cannabis edibles. All Legacy 420 edibles are made by our classically trained baker and chocolatier, and we also have super tasty vegan options.
Our baker has been in the industry for 25 years. She's also a chocolatier. Everything from savory to sweet, your chocolate bars, brownies, butter tarts, you name it, we make it.
Talk to our knowledgeable Cannatex about our incredible variety available. Give your trusted partners a call. Legacy 420 out on your road.
In February of 2022, the Victoria Cannabis Buyers Club and Ted Smith were fined $6.5 million. This for helping 8,500 patients with access to medical cannabis. In our interview with Ted, he spoke to us about how people can donate to help in an upcoming court challenge. And here is part of that interview. From what I've seen lately, I believe that you've got something that you're trying to do as far as fundraising to deal with this next court challenge.
For now, people can write checks directly to Jack Lloyd Law Corporation or send e-transfers to save the VCBC at gmail.com. I guess those are the 2 easiest ways for people to help right now.
Pace Radio is the People Advocating Cannabis Education Radio Network.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.
I was totally into the. I thought there was another commercial.
Welcome back to Tokin Talk here on paceradio.net and cbgtv.com. Across the networks, of course, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Roku, and there's a couple of ways that you can get us on the Boxcast, Roku, and Fire Stick. So we're all over the place. We were just sitting here chatting the first half, hearing stories about Irene's brother. And being your friend from afar, there's nothing that we can do except for send you love. And I've been sitting here doing that. I can't wait to see you and give you a hug.
Yeah. And, and I mean, you've got great hugs, Cindy. But there really isn't anything. And it's understandable. It's the pouring out of love and condolences has been amazing. It's wonderful and it's appreciated. But there isn't really anything people can. What do you say?
Yeah. What do you say?
Right.
I remember being on the other side, when I lost Mom, and understanding how awkward people felt around me, and And, all I could do was stand there and say, you know what, listen, I appreciate that you're willing to live with the awkwardness and be here with me. That's all I can ask you to do. So roll a joint and let's smoke one. And,
Right.
And that's, that I appreciated. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey,
So, yeah, as I was saying just before the break, in sometime in August, I'm going to get the chance to see you, which I'm very excited about. I bought the Volkswagen Westphalia, and this is my dream vehicle from when I was a teenager, right? Like I've had dreams of owning one and traveling across this country for 35 years now, and so it's really exciting to get to live this. We love you too, my friend. We love you too. So I've gotten to buy it, from my with help from my friend Steve and Gareth. They came to look at it with me, and so I will come back out in July and hope to do some more medicine, but then pick it up and start my way back across the country. And I am so excited. I'm almost vibrating, and it's still months away yet, but I'm just like,
very cool.
But I have a vast array of friends across this country, and I've been given the opportunity this summer to be able to stop and see everybody.
That is so fantastic. That is so fantastic. That is really cool. Yeah. So in August, I get to see you. Well, you know what? I'll be staying in touch with you along the way, right? So you can share some of your experiences along the way. That'll be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to
vicariously through you.
He's going to send me a link to get a mic that'll work with my phone, so I can actually do lives from the road, and be able to be heard and hear things much better, because the phones don't just work very well for that. Like, you'll hear the wind more than you'll hear me in the top, and I'll be like this with my phone, blah 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 blah, and what you'll hear is so I really do. Need to get the proper mic for it, and it's not that expensive. So I'm going to get one of those, and then I can do things from the road. If I come across if I discover I'm going to be coming across a cool festival or something, I can actually broadcast for us from the road, and I think that would be really neat.
That would be awesome. That would be fantastic.
To learn how to be a better on-site reporter, right? Or on-the-road reporter.
Again, I will live and learn vicariously through you.
I'm trying to learn through Al, so we're all together on that learning path for sure.
Well, yeah, and it is. It's just, we teach each other. I love the cannabis community. I really do.
Yeah, well, I don't want to announce anything until it's officially in the mail, but we talked earlier about a wonderful thing that happened for me this week, or last week, actually, technically, but it'll really happen this week. And, and once it happens and it gets here, I can share it with everybody. But yeah, and it was just another stranger in the cannabis community that stepped up and said, "Oh, you need that nice thing done for you? Hey, I can do that."
Right.
No reason but to be nice.
I know. I love it.
It gives you all the warm and fuzzies on the inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So but yeah, that, that information, stay tuned for that information. Yeah.
Info to be revealed in the very near future. Stay tuned to cbgtv.com Monday nights at 7 p.m. with Reverend Cindy Howell and Green Irene. Damn, I'm getting good at that fucking broadcasting stuff. That's what the secret is. I need to smoke 3 joints, and then I smoke 2 more.
And it brings out that, sultry, welcome to cbgtv.com.
No, I think that's the allergies. Everything's like congested, and I've been smoking a lot of weed.
That's what's going on. I have been half losing my voice for the past, actually since about 420, because holy fuck, did we smoke a lot of weed. And but since I've gotten home, I can feel my voice going after half an hour, 45 minutes of talking, and it's just like, what the fuck? It's fucking allergy season.
Yes.
Duh.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be fine in a few weeks. I'm not sick.
I do know that there's a natural herb that if you have that as a tea on a regular, and I know sumac tea is really good, but so this book of gems has all these, and again, it's like direct, straight to the punch. Here's the information. This is what it looks like. Good luck. Like there's no fluff. There's no let's discuss how or why this works. This is what it is. Go get it. Done. Like wild lettuce, but I'm looking for the one. I know there's one that's like, I know the sumac. He always makes me sumac tea because it really helps with sore throat, cholesterol, blood pressure, that sort of thing. But there's a few others that really help with allergies, So again, when I have those teas regular, I don't go to the antihistamines.
Yeah. I won't go to the antihistamine. Like the past, I have felt like some days I felt like I'm like really got a cold, and other days I'm like, I don't have a cold. And when you said allergies, it's like that second, it just clicked for me. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah. The voice, everything. Allergies.
Right. Yeah.
The muscle pain allergies.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but at least now I know, and it won't. Hopefully, it won't be like it already doesn't feel as bad just because I know, or maybe because I ate a gummy and had a microdose. A combination of all of it, whatever.
Wonderful.
What time is it? Oh, you know what I should do? Oh, where did that go? Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
Okay, I got it. We're good. This is last week's giveaway. In honor of it being growing season, I stuck seeds in the giveaway. That is the main giveaway.
Ooh, nice.
Look at
and
that
if you
pretty
want
bud.
to know, yeah, nice.
Right. So this is Silver Pebbles.
Nice.
Which is a cross of Silver Pearl and Fruity Pebbles OG.
Okay. See, I would have figured Silver Haze, but.
And then we have some hemp wraps.
Nice.
We have various sizes of paper. So king size, 1 1/4, and regular. We have a little icy pot in the corner of that.
Oh, very cool.
And of course, I still have some 3 Happy Cats lanyards that I'm including one. So that is that last week's giveaway. I do have the wheel up and ready, and we will do that soon.
Okay.
And of course, I still have some of these pretty little bags, so you get a pretty little bag too.
Aw, yay. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, again, I haven't been paying attention. Hopefully everybody got their goodies from previous prizes and yada yada. Has everybody? I haven't looked at anything.
Well, I haven't brought it out yet because of course I got home and I have been looking after my dad's dog and doing a bunch of stuff around here. But I'm going to go in and I'm purging my office because I'm turning one of my cabinets into my apothecary. So I'm going to get rid of a bunch of stuff that I bought myself that isn't sentimental, and I'm going to have a 420 garage sale. But my little gift showed up. So.
Oh, very good.
And I love it.
Wonderful. Yes.
I was thinking I was going to start using it soon, but I think it's going to be perfect for the van.
Excellent.
Do you want to see what else I bought for the van? Where'd it go? Oh my God. Okay, so I work at a head shop and I get everything at cost. So I got this extra cheap. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it because I don't need a bong. But it's an acrylic bong.
Oh.
So it's not going to break if it falls over in the van.
Right.
It's got mushrooms all over it.
Oh my God, that's so you. That's beautiful. Oh wow, very nice.
Yeah, so I think that'll be perfect for the van. And then I have a silicone dab rig. So everything that I'll have in there besides the banger is going to be plastic, right?
Very cool.
That. So yeah.
Very cool.
So I'm really excited about that. Silly little plastic bong, and I fucking love it. So this week's giveaway.
Yes.
This week we have, I still have lanyards, so you're getting a 3 Happy Cats lanyards.
Beautiful.
You are getting some on behalf of Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. We have some Gringo papers. We have, where'd the hemp wrap go? We have some hemp wraps.
Nice, nice.
And we have, I love these things. I don't know if you've ever used them. If you want to roll a really, 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 really long joint, there you go. Now you can do it.
That paper is great for making creative joints. So
Yeah.
I actually made a crown once. I couldn't make the cannabis leaf in the crown, excuse me. Thank you. I couldn't make the crown and like the cannabis leaf in the crown, but I was able to make like just a little tiara. So not really a crown, a little tiara. And we were able to light one end and just did it up, and then around she went and burned. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Cool. So we also have a T-shirt. It's the company is called That's Bad.
Nice,
They
nice.
are around. The lady is based out of Halifax. The T-shirt is covered in cat hair, and it's a little wrinkly because my gray-haired cat decided that it looked like a lovely bed. So I apologize for the cat hair. But it says "Heal Thyself," and
Nice.
the
I
cap
love it.
that you see on it is full of cannabis.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
So
Very
that is what's up for grabs. What do you think we should ask them to email us, Irene?
Oh,
like,
you
"Oh,
wanted me to
Cindy,
think?
You are terrible for doing this to me, you bitch.
You want me to think? Wow.
Well, we're like, I the only thing that's coming to mind is what I asked for last week. So it's terrible. Tell us your favorite strain. You were talking about strains when we first started talking because you were getting ready to pick what you wanted to grow. So there we go. Tell us what you guys are getting ready to put into the ground to grow. What are you going to grow this year? What strain are you growing? And you can be in on the draw for this T-shirt. Now to enter, you just tell us, hey, we're growing whatever strain. Tune into us, what you're doing. And then hear the catchphrase, what you just did. And then email us. Email your answers to teandtoke@hotmail.com. That's TEAANDTOKE at hotmail.com by 7:10 p.m. ish Eastern next Sunday. And of course, if I don't look at the email until Monday, just before we come on, you could email me just before that. And I would probably just add you to the circle anyway. But try for Sunday night, because one of these days I'm going to get it ready first thing Monday morning and you're going to miss out. So don't laugh. Stop laughing. Why is the audience laughing at that? It's true. It's going to happen one of these days. I'm going to get it ready Monday morning. And there you go.
I'm chuckling away here too, and I'm thinking, you know what? I think it's time to change that sign. I'm just going to change it before next Monday.
As long as you get in, and even then, adding a name to the wheel isn't that hard, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
So tell us what you are getting ready to put in the ground for a strain this year, and you can win this really epic T-shirt. I really love this T-shirt. I love the lady that owns this company. She is a sweet lady, and she is working hard and trying to take her product international. And she's succeeding, and she's doing very, very well. I love watching her grow.
Very cool.
Yeah. And then, of course, we are supporting Campbellford and 3 Happy Cats as well. So get your answers in for that, and that would be lovely. We would appreciate it.
I'm curling up on a heating pad right now. So if you see me shifting around like a whole lot, it's because I keep putting my feet onto the heating pad.
Chili?
Just, you know what? Yeah, chili fingers and toes.
Yep.
Right? But get some exercise in me. It'll all be good.
I am lighting something called Bubblicious at the moment.
Oh, I'm going to be growing some bubble gum.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
I am going to be growing some peanut butter breath.
Nice. Oh, that's the one you really liked, right? Cool. Were you able to find it again?
I found some out in BC,
Yes.
and I got an ounce like at 420, and it was jam packed. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm exaggerating. It was full of seeds. I probably got about 50 seeds out of the ounce.
Oh.
So the old Cindy would be like, ugh. But the new Cindy goes, oh, but I really like this strain. I bet you there's at least one girl in that.
There is also a way of feminizing your seed with silver. I believe it was it's in my brother's book.
So yeah, it's, I was really like at that thought process, very happy because I've got a friend who's really excellent at popping and growing seeds. And
excellent. So, but look it up. Honestly, look it up on Google, or I Love to Grow Weed Easy. Any of those websites, they're really good tutorials, and there is a way of feminizing your seeds. So instead of maybe getting one female out of 5 seeds, you'll get maybe one male out of 5 seeds.
Well, definitely. I'll make sure that Chris looks that up. But yeah, he's gonna we're gonna grow them all and clone them as they're growing,
right?
Like just once, and then when we find that flavor that we want, now we get a mum because we've got a flavor already, right? So I'm beyond excited. So my $50 ounce is gonna turn into a $50 pound.
Nice.
Do you know what I mean?
Beauty, beautiful.
I'm
now,
excited.
do you scrog your plant? Like you grow outdoors, do you scrog?
Do I?
Scrog, the screen of green method, where you take all of your branches and you bend them down, you train them so that on each branch you get multiple colas.
Oh no, I don't do that outdoors. I just let them go naturally outdoors. I'll lollipop them a little bit, but that's about it.
Yeah, I do pretty much the same for outdoors. My grow last year, as you know, I have a lot of patients that grow and I help them get started every year. And they all have different methods of growing. And I had a patient last year try scrogging outdoors. They've always done it indoors in the tent, right? Which makes a lot of sense and it's a lot easier to do. So he and she did it outdoors last year with a lot of success.
Nice.
Like they turned with scrogging, you can get approximately 1 gram per inch, I believe it is. Oh, and on Friday, I share an ancient Chinese secret for increasing the THC.
Cool. Let's give this away. Let's bring up the wheel and let the wheel pick a name.
Okay, sounds good.
Because we're getting close to that time.
Yeah, we've got like 7 minutes left. Ooh, look at all the names on there this week. That's beautiful.
Yeah, let's hit
it. All right, good luck, everybody. Woot woot. And our lucky winner is
Sue.
Hey! Yay! Congratulations, Sue K. That looks like a really cool little prize package. That's awesome.
It is. I think so. Yeah. So I'll make sure that she gets that. And that'll be lovely.
Very cool.
Yeah. So now to get back to this ancient secret that you're going to share on Friday on battle strategies.
Yes. That is to increase the THC. So actually, I might even talk. I don't know. I think I might talk a little bit about the scrogging. If not, again, it's in one of his books. And again, you can look it up online. There's great resources available. And then the other thing is increasing the THC. I share that little tip and trick on Friday at noon on battle strategies.
So make sure you tune in Friday at noon and catch battle strategies and get this little tip. And we've got a few minutes, so let's talk about what else is coming up this week. It is currently Monday. Tomorrow we have Mushy Moment.
Yes.
Wednesday is
Tune too.
Your show.
Yes, Wednesday is Cannabis and Creative Visualizations. probably going to be a run unless I get ambitious tonight, which probably isn't going to happen because I'm still working on other shows. So that's Wednesday. I also believe there is Wednesday evening is the online the radio show with Tamara.
Yeah, it's radio with Al and Tamara.
Right.
Thursday we have oh my God, I was about to call it the wrong thing. Pace News.
Yes. And then on Friday we have Battle Strategies. On Sunday is Integration Station.
Yep. And then back to the Pace News on Monday morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, tune into the Pace Radio Network and enjoy the programming. It's hopefully just going to grow from here.
Oh, it is. It's growing. We've got a bunch of new content providers coming on to CBG TV, which is beautiful. Again, check out CBG TV for our programming there because there's multiple shows with multiple providers.
Yeah, we just went over one provider, and there's others. So many other shows on cbgtv.com.
Yes, I am just getting my sage burning, and I am going to be playing my new drum. I don't know if I showed you or not.
You showed me, but I don't think you've showed everybody. So I think you should show everybody.
So my new drum. Now, I am not trained to use this drum, much like my flute. I'm not trained, but I use it when I go into a spiritual meditation where I'm looking to my ancestors for answers or for guidance, that sort of thing. So I was at the trading post and I found this drum, which I just fell in love with right away. So I'm going to play you a little ditty, 2 seconds. Get an idea of the sound that she makes. And it's like I had this going the other morning. Oh my God. Jimmy's neighbor says to me, thanks for that. Oops. I didn't think anybody would be up. Well, I wasn't.
Well, they probably weren't until you started drumming.
Exactly. So yeah, I had a little bit of guilt over it. But I genuinely love this new drum and the sound that it makes. And again, so I'll do a little bit of drumming after we're done today's show. And then I think I will go back to painting.
Wow. And we have come to a wonderful time here now to say thank you for joining us here on Tokin Talk. Sue, I will get your winnings out to you. Everybody, please remember, email us at tandtoke@hotmail.com. and tell us what you're growing this year and get in on this giveaway. Thank you for joining Green Irene and myself, Reverend Cindy, here on paceradio.net, cbgtv.com. We are streaming, of course, on Facebook and Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, on the Boxcast app, on Roku and Fire Stick, as well as, replays are also on our websites on cbgtv.com and paceradio.net. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you have a lovely week, and I'll see you tomorrow. And Irene, I'll probably see you on Friday.
On Friday, I'll be back. All right. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Cindy. Really enjoyed it. Ciao for now, everybody.
Good night.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
When you have a pain that's reached its peak, Legacy for 20, it's so unique. If organic cannabis is what you seek, here's your trusted partner 7 days a week. Suppository salves, vapes and drops, topicals, edibles, infused pop. Just when life seems like it ain't easy, at Legacy 420, enjoy a pop freezy. Lab tested products, make them the GOAT. Legacy 420 out on your road. Legacy 420 in Tyndonega Mohawk territory. Indigenous organic cannabis at its finest.
What do you find at paceradio.net. People advocating cannabis education.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
Are you a cannabis content creator? Are you looking for a place to have your content seen? If you answer yes to both questions, then you need to check out cbgtv.com. CBGTV broadcasting to a worldwide audience. Find us at cbgtv.com.
We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.